An app that knows you better than your own mother. Today on App Judgment. This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Netflix. Hey, and welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile app news and reviews from Revision 3. First up, some news on the app formerly known as Find My Facebook Friends, a service that lets you see the location of your Facebook friends who are also using the service. They've had a bit of a rough week. First, Apple demanded that they change their name because it was too close to their own Find My Friends app, and now Facebook has demanded they scrub Facebook references from the app name and icon. Bummer. So they finally settled on the name Locate, which, hey, is a cooler name anyway, so maybe it's for the best. Locate, of course, allows you to find your Facebook friends based on GPS tracking, also letting you manage privacy through lists. Although, of course, for the app to live up to its true potential, there are a couple of barriers. First, your friends need to also have the app installed on their phone, and secondly, everyone needs to have their GPS running at all times, ideally in the background, for accuracy reasons, which, of course, is a little bit of a downer on your battery life. Plus, I can't think of that many people who I would want to know my location at all times, not necessarily for security reasons, but more because it's just that boring. But what do you guys think? Are you wary of location services? Do you worry about security and privacy and stalkers like in the movie Single White Female? Yeah, have you seen that? If you haven't, you should rent it. You can get it on Netflix. Because Netflix streams TV and movies directly to your home, saving you time, money, and hassle. Watch as many movies as you want, anytime you want. Or keep the same movie and watch it 30 times in a row. I've had Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey for 2 years now. Watched it probably about 50 times. Yeah, no late fees. And best of all, if you sign up now, you can get a free 30-day trial membership if you go to netflix.com/AJ and sign up now. Now, a couple weeks back, we did a comparison of voice commands on iOS and Android, the implied conclusion being that Android is smart, while Siri is a stallion-obsessed airhead with no manners and a self-esteem problem. Well, here's another for the Android column, a new super intelligent app called Friday, courtesy of the same company, Dexatra, who launched a Siri-like app called Iris a few months back. So what is Friday? It bills itself as a personal assistant that knows you really, really, really well, like probably better than anyone in your life. How does it know all these things? By aggregating pretty much anything you do with your phone, from your location to the calls you make to the music you listen to, pulling from your Gmail, Foursquare, email, etc. So, to what end? They're definitely not the first app to try and collate a bunch of different data sources about your habits and activities. That's the journal part. But the goal here of Friday is to make all that information searchable in context. That's the answers and analytics part. Friday aims to create a personalized database of your life, which you can then search, at least in theory. In practice, though, the answers part wasn't so simple. Once your data's been imported, you can go back on a timeline to see what you're doing on any given day. That's easy enough. But can you really have a conversation with this app to get answers about your life? The demo video seems to imply that you would search in the form of a question. But when you ask a question, it adds it as a filter, still in the form of a question, which makes for kind of a confusing user experience. It's not exactly clear what the role of the filters are or the best way to solicit the answers you're looking for. Finding that buried email about something important, that conversation you need to refer to, etc. Beyond those really simple questions with time and location-based reference points, it's not so good. So it'll be interesting to see how this one develops. It could be really cool, but for now, unfortunately, when I hear Friday, this is still the first app that comes to mind. Speaking of Friday, though, I'm out, but as always, you can find me on Twitter or Facebook at Annie Gauss, and find the show also on Facebook and Twitter, as well as YouTube and our homepage at revision3.com/appjudgment. See you next time.